Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Gear review time. First off, let me give a quick shout out to iowndunoob. Hope you like the video response to your contest there that I just did. Furthermore, I'd like to say if you don't like these vids I'm going to do here, the next three, please send all your negative comments to iowndunoob and his channel. I'll put it in the comments below. But he had requested an individual vid of each of the three items that I got from my recent purchase of a SOG three-piece camping kit that I picked up for the ridiculously low price of 35 bucks plus $5 shipping, so 40 bucks. So that breaks each of the three pieces down to $13 a piece if you want to break it down equally. I don't know if I would, but anyway, like I said, got any negative comments, please send them his way. Anyhow, here we go. First one is on the SOG Entrenching Tool, or the FO8 as they listed on their website. This thing typically has an MSRP of 20 bucks, so again, if I paid 13 bucks for it, I think it did pretty well. Looks like your standard entrenching tool. I would rank this thing as a medium-sized entrenching tool. We'll go over that here in a second. Comparisons. Like I said before, I'm not a huge fan overall of entrenching tools. Yes, I know they're great. I know they're functional. I know they're a great defensive tool. Multiple purposes and uses for these things. That being said, I've got a favorite that I'm going to show you here in a second that I personally find better than this. If you like an entrenching tool, hey, that's fine. I've got several of them. I've used them a lot over the years, but I think I found something better. But anyway, this entrenching tool, I found out it's actually high carbon steel. Did not know that. I figured it was your standard China-made stainless stuff. So this thing's actually high carbon. Now, I don't have this thing secured at the moment just because I'm going to show you some options here. Like I said, this is medium-sized, is what I would categorize the head and the length on this thing. It does not come sharpened at all, though I know a lot of military guys sharpen the heck out of these things to make them into deadly cutting tools. You could do that. I don't know if I will with this one. Don't know if I want to take the time, but yeah, I may. Again, I'm probably going to use this as a secondary backup kit and give this to somebody else if they need it, when they need it. Has your little saw edge there that's pretty dull. Again, generally used for chopping through roots and that sort of thing. You could use a saw edge if you actually sharpened up a little bit. Like I said, I may or may not do that. This has the fit and finish style basic function of your standard entrenching tool. The handle folds up, the blade folds down, that sort of stuff. Well, let me try it right here. Hang on. Takes two hands. Anyway, folds up real small. Don't have the dimensions on it, but reasonable. Let's see. Do not have the weight on this. Forgot to get that, guys, so sorry about that. But anyway, I'll keep this thing folded out in its standard configuration. You've got your shovel edge here. Got your pick end back here. Obviously, this thing can be tightened up like so at a 90-degree angle to use the pick and all that for scraping and whatnot. I'm not going to tighten it up right now just because I'm just not. Got your standard little screw here to tighten things up, your washer and all that. Seems very well made, seems very durable for an entrenching tool, not going to be any major problem. I like the shape of the grip here for swinging if you're going to like try to chop someone's head off with it, something like that. That's decent. Comes with a cheap little sheath here, just basic nylon here. Belt loop on the back side. Like I said, I'm not a tremendous fan of carrying these on your hip just because I think it's added weight and all that. And I don't really see needing this on my hip for emergency uses. If I'm going to be digging a hole or something like that, foxhole for fighting or any other kind of hole for nature calling, that type thing, I'm going to be taking my pack off, taking some time off basically. I'm not going to need this thing in a hurry in my opinion. So I tend to keep this in my pack or attached to my pack. Personal preference. Meh. So this, take it or leave it, is relatively cheap. It's fine. It says SOG on it though. Ooh, SOG. Anyhow, here's your medium-sized tool. I'm going to show you what I would say is the full-size, standard-size tool here in your classic military OD green. Does not have the pick side here on the back, but functions exactly the same way. You loosen it here, and you can collapse the thing up. Also has a carry pouch for this one that I got a while back. This one does not hold as well in the hand just because of the cutout here in the grip. So you can hold it down here at the base, but it's just not as comfy to hold and swing as this one in my opinion. But let's lay these two down. Let's see if we can get that in the camera. There we go. This one's obviously significantly larger. It's got a edge there and an edge there for chopping through roots. Again, dull. Very, very dull. I've heard a lot of military guys complain about these things when they get issued a new one. They're dull as dirt, and if you want to make it useful, you're going to have to sharpen it up. So, again, you buy an entrenching tool. It's fine like this, but if you want to use it for chopping or defensive type work, well, it's going to take some work. So, there's the larger size. I'm going to put that away here for a second. Now, I also have a smaller size I'm going to show you for comparison. This is El Cheapo that I bought at Harbor Freight many years ago, just for a smaller pack uses, bug out, that type of stuff. This is kind of big. This is a lot smaller, so I bought this one after I had the full size. We'll put those two side by side so you can see the tremendous size difference between these two. Now, you say this isn't much bigger than your standard garden shovel. No, it's not, but any shovel's better than nothing. The SOG is a good comparison between the three of them. SOG's probably the good compromise size for general purpose. Again, whatever you want. Who cares? Like the SOG here, little El Cheapo, made in China. Also has the pick side here that can be put at a 90-degree angle from the handle for various work, scraping, whatnot. It does not have the folding handle, the triangular handle like you're used to. This one actually has a screw-off back grip here. Don't take it all the way off, but trust me, it screws all the way off. And then take the two pieces and you put them in your little pack. The pack container for this, again, basic nylon, nothing special. Loop on the back side, very cheap stuff. Not anywhere near as nice as the SOG one. Let me take these two away since hopefully you've seen the size comparison between them. Pick the one you like, your preference. But anyway, the rest of the stats on this entrenching tool. It is 18¼ inches long total when folded out all the way. It's 7.25 inches once closed up, so about that. Again, high carbon steel, decent tool, decent entrenching tool. Again, I don't know if $20 is a bit much for an entrenching tool. I've bought other ones for cheaper. I think this one was $8, $9. And I paid about $4 or so for the small one. But anyway, it seems reasonable. MSRP of $20, I got it for about $13. Can't complain. Anyhow, Indy Prepper on the SOG Entrenching Tool. Indy Prepper out.